Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel Coding Lifestyle for You. Let's build this amazing quiz game. We have a question here and we have four options here. We have to select the correct option. So this is the correct option, Russia. So I'll select this and here you can see the amount is increased. So whenever you will give a correct answer, the amount will increase. During the game, you have three lifelines here which you can use if you don't know the answers for any question from 1 to 15. Suppose I don't know how many days are there in a leap year, so I can use this 50-50 lifeline. This will simply remove two random options from here. So if I select this, you can see two random options are removed and we are left with B and C. So out of these two, one is correct. So I think this is the correct one. Once you click on the correct option, you go to a new question with new options. Again, if you don't know the answer of this question, you have this audience poll lifeline. So if you click on this lifeline, you get four progress bar with different values. So the progress bar with the highest value represents the correct answer. So here you can see this A is the correct option. So you can select this A. And once you have used these two lifelines, you cannot use them again in the game. Now if you don't know the currency of USA, you can use your third lifeline, which is phone a friend. And when you will click on this phone, you will hear the correct answer.
The answer is dollar.
So it's dollar. So this way the questions will continue till 15. And if you answer all these 15 questions correctly, just show the score to your father. He might give you 1 million euro. What if you give a wrong answer? If I select peso here, you can see another window appeared. So you can select either of them. Now we will see how we can design all these things here and add functionality to it. By the way, this Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is a very popular TV show. If you know about this show, let me know in the comment section. So I will close it. So let's build this step by step. Firstly, you need to have Python interpreter installed on your system. So visit this site python.org and here just download the latest version, which is 3.9.4. After that, you will require one IDE where you will type your code. So I'm gonna use PyCharm. You can use any other IDE of your choice. Visit this website jetbrains.com and from here just download the community version. After PyCharm IDE is installed, open it, go to File, select New Project, give a project folder name. In place of this Python project, I'll give KBC quiz game and click on this create button. I want this project on a new window, so I'll select new window. So you can see the virtual environment is getting created here. If you have watched my previous projects, I always create virtual environment. This virtual environment helps us to separate projects from each other. So if you download any module for this project, that module will not be accessible by other projects. So this way memory is consumed, unnecessary modules are not present in projects where not required. Now we need to create a Python file where we will type our code. So just right click on this folder name, go to new, select this Python file. Here give a name of your Python file. I'll give it main and hit enter. Now we have to design this GUI. So firstly we will create a window and then we will provide some width and the height to it. After that we will add some title to it. So for creating a GUI, we have a very easy to use module which is Tkinter. It helps us to create graphical user interface without any complications. So firstly, we will have to import that Tkinter module in order to use it. So I will write here from Tkinter import asterisk. So what this line means and what this asterisk means that we are importing all the classes and the methods which are present inside this Tkinter module. So this is an inbuilt module. We do not have to download it externally. Once you import it, now you will be able to use all the classes and methods which are present inside this Tkinter. So firstly, we will have to create a window that can be created with the help of TK class which is present inside this Tkinter module. And we have to create object of this TK class. I'll give object variable name as root. So this single line will help us to create a GUI window. So this is the simplicity which this Tkinter module provides us. If I run this code at this stage, you will not be able to see the window because this particular line executed very fast. So we were not able to see the window. In order to see the window, we have to keep this window on a loop so that we can continuously see it. So I'll use a method which is present inside this TK class, which is known as main loop. So I can use that method with the help of this object variable root dot main loop method. This main loop method will keep our window on hold and we will be able to see that window continuously. If I run it again, now you can see we got a window here. So this is the by default width and the height, and this is the by default title TK. Let's modify all these things. So to add width and the height, we have a method which is known as geometry. We can use that method with the help of root object. So root dot geometry method, and inside this geometry method we have to mention width and the height in the form of a string. So I'll use single quote or you can use double quote as well. And here I'm going to provide 1270 as a width, then small x. After that the height will be 652. Now if I run this, you can see the width and the height is increased. Now I want to place my window at a 0 distance from x-axis and 0 distance from the y-axis. So for that I will have to add 0 plus 0 like this. Let's see. Now you can see our window is at a 0 distance from the x and y axis. After that, let's change the title from TK. We have a method root dot title, and here we have to give the title in the form of a string. So again I'm going to use a single quote, and the title I'm going to give is who wants to be a millionaire, created by Faizan Khan, like this. Now if I run this, you can see the title is changed here. After that, let's provide a background color to our window. So I'm going to use another method of this TK class, which is root.config, and here for adding the background color we have to use bg keyword argument, and the value will be in the form of a string, and the value will be the color name or hexadecimal value. You can use either of them. So I'm going to give a black background color. Let's see. You can see the background color is set to black. Now if you see this original project, here I have divided this whole window into two frames. This one is the left frame and this one is the right frame. The left frame is divided into three frames. Firstly, the top frame, inside which I have added these three lifelines. Then the center frame, inside which I have added this center logo, and then the bottom frame, inside which I have added question and the options. So let's create these frames now. So firstly I'll be creating a left frame, and this will be created with the help of a frame class, and this frame will be inside my root window. After that I will grid this frame. So left frame dot grid method. To place this frame on our window, we use this grid method, and here I have to mention the row number and the column number. So this is the first frame getting added inside my root window, so row has to be 0 and column has to be 0. So if you don't mention row 0 column 0, still by default it will be taken as row 0 column 0. If you want, you can mention that. like this. In the same way, we have to create a right frame where we will be adding our amount. So I am simply copying this one and I'll paste here. Instead of left frame, I'll change it to right frame. With the help of Alt key, you can place multiple cursors on your screen. And this one will be at row 0 and the column will be changed to 1 because I want it on the right hand side, just next to this left frame. Now inside this left frame, as I told you, I will be adding another frame. First will be top frame where we will be adding our lifelines, then center frame where we will be adding our center logo, and then the bottom frame where we will be adding questions and the options. So let's create a top frame here, and we'll be using a frame class to create this frame, and this frame will be inside my left frame. And now let's grid this top frame dot grid method, and since this top frame is the first thing getting added inside this left frame, so row will be 0 and the column will also be 0, so I'm not mentioning it. So by default it will be row 0 and column 0 only. In the same way, we have to create two more frames, that will be center frame and the bottom frame. So I'm simply copying this one and I'll paste here. And now I'll change the object variable names here. So this one will be center frame and this one will be bottom frame, like this. And here I have to mention the row and the column value, otherwise this will also be at the same position where this top frame is. So here I'll mention row will be 1 and a column will be 0, and then this bottom frame will be at row 2 and column will be 0. I hope you are getting this. This is at row 0 and this one will be just below this top frame, so it is at row 1, and this bottom frame will be just below this center frame, so this is at row 2. Now let's add these three images on our top frame, and after that we will be adding this center logo on our center frame. Just check the link in the description. There I have provided all the images, so you guys have to download those images. After downloading, copy all the images, so there will be total 30 items. Just copy them and come to your code, right click and paste. Okay, you can see all these images and the music files have been pasted here. So on a top frame, firstly I'm going to add this 5050.png. So firstly I will have to import this image from here to our code. So we have to use photo image class. Basically we will be creating object of this photo image class, and inside this photo image class we have to mention the file name, and the file name is 5050.png. Since this file is in the same folder where our main.py file is existing, so we are simply giving the name of the image. Otherwise we would have passed a complete path of that image. And here I'm going to give a object variable name image 50. Now I will be creating a button, and on that button I will be adding this image 50. So here I'm going to create a button, lifeline 50 button, and I'll be using a button class to create this button, and this button will be in my top frame. After that, image on this button will be this image 50. Now let's grid this lifeline button dot grid method, and the row will be 0 and column will be 0. Why row 0 and column 0? Because this lifeline 50 button is the first thing getting added inside this top frame. There is nothing inside this top frame, so we are adding this lifeline 50 button, so it has to be at row 0 and column 0. Let's see. You can see we got a button here. Now let's create another button and add audience poll lifeline image on it. So this is that image. So firstly we will have to import this image from here to here. We have to use photo image class. So I'll copy this line from here and I will paste here. Here I will change the object variable name. So this one will be audience poll, and here the image name will also change. This one will be audience poll.png. After importing this image, now we have to create a button. So button will be similar to this one. So I'll simply copy it from here and I will paste it here. So this one will be changed to audience poll button. Audience poll button, like this. And here the image will be changed to audience poll. This one, right? And the row will be 0 only and column will be changed to 1 because I want this button next to this lifeline button, right? Let's see. You can see we got this audience poll button. In the same way we will be creating phone a friend button. Again we have to firstly import the image. So I'll again copy this line from here and I will paste it here. So this one will be phone image and the image name will be changed to phone a friend. This one. So this is that PNG image that I'm using. After importing the image, again we have to create a button, and on that button we will be adding this image. So I'm again going to copy this one and I will paste it here. This one will be changed to phone lifeline button. Phone lifeline button. And the image will be changed to phone image. Column will be changed to 2. Let's see. So I have added these 3 lifelines here. Now let's add a center image. So this is that center.png image that we are going to use. So again I have to create object of photo image class, photo image, and the file name is center.png. And I have to create object of this photo image class that will represent this image. And the name I'm going to give is center image. Instead of adding this center image on a button, this time I'm going to add this on a label so that it is non-clickable. So I'm going to create a logo label and I'm going to use a label class to create this label. This label will be in my center frame and the image on this label will be this center image. After that I'll grid this. So logo label dot grid method. Since this is the first thing getting added inside my center frame, so it will be at row 0 and column will be 0 as well. Let's see. Let's provide a black background color to our left frame so that this white portion can be changed to black color. So here inside this left frame, BG equals to black. Let's see. Yeah. Now let's provide a black background color to this label so that we don't see this white outline. So here inside this label class, I'll provide background color as black. Let's see. After that, let's provide a black background color to our center frame and our top frame. So inside this top frame and this center frame, I'll mention background color as black. Let's see. And then let's provide a black background color to these buttons and remove its border. So here inside these 3 buttons, I will add a background color. So BG equals to black, and then I'll add border equals to 0. So I don't want any border, so I'm setting it to 0. So this is how it looks now. Now when I'm clicking on these buttons, you are able to see that white color. So that white color is known as active background color. So I will change it to black. To these 3 buttons, I will add another keyword argument which is active background, and here I'll provide the color black. Let's see. Now if I click on any of these 3 buttons, I will not see that white color. After that, I'm going to provide some width and the height to these three buttons. So it will be the same width and the height. So I'll give width as 180 and the height will be 80. Let's see, like this. After that, I'm going to provide some width and the height to our center logo. So here inside this label, logo label, I'll add width equals to 300 and the height equals to 200. You can change these values according to your own choice. Let's see. So this is how it looks. Now let's provide horizontal padding to our left frame so that this complete thing can be shifted a little bit on the right hand side. So here inside this left frame, I'm going to provide pad x equals to 90. Let's see. So this complete left frame is shifted a little bit on the right hand side. After that, let's provide a little vertical padding to this top frame and this center frame so that there can be a little space between these two frames. So here inside this top frame and this center frame, I'll add pad y for vertical padding and I'll provide a padding of 15. Let's see. You can see a little space is there now. Now let's add a mount image on our right frame that we created earlier. So this is that amount image that I'm going to add. So I'm going to use a photo image class and the file name is picture0.png. I'll give object variable name as amount image, like this. So this image cannot be directly added on our screen, so we will have to create a label and on that label I will add this image. So I'll create a mount label and I'll be using a label class to create this label, and this label will be inside my right frame and the image will be this amount image. After that, I will simply grid it. So amount label dot grid method, and this will be at row 0 column 0. I hope you are able to understand why row 0 and column 0. Let's see. So our amount label is added on a right frame. Now let's provide a black background color to this label. So here bg equals to black. Let's see. So this is how it looks. After that, let's provide a vertical padding to this right frame and some horizontal padding also. So here to this right frame, I'll add pad y for vertical padding of 25 pixels and then horizontal padding of 50 pixels. Let's see. You can see after adding horizontal padding of 50 and vertical padding of 25, this is how it looks. Now let's provide a black background color to our right frame so that this portion, white portion, can be changed to black color. So inside this right frame, I'll change background color as black. Let's see. So this is how it looks. Now let's work on this bottom frame. So inside this bottom frame, I'm going to add this lay.png image. This is basically the layout. Here we will be adding our question and here we will be adding our options. So let's add this image. So in the same way, we will be simply copying this image. I'll paste it here. The object variable name will be changed to layout image. The image name here will be changed to lay.png. After that, I will be creating a label and on that label I will be adding this layout image. So I'll be creating a layout label, and I'll be using a label class to create this label, and this label will be inside my bottom frame. The image will be this layout image, and let's grid it. So layout label dot grid, and here row will be 0 only, column will also be 0. Let's see. So this is how it looks. Now let's provide a black background color to this layout label. So here I'll provide bg equals to black. Let's see. So this is how it looks. Now to add a question, I will create a text area. I will insert the question inside that text area, and then I will place that text area over here. Let's see. So I'm going to create a question area, and I'll be using a text class to create this question text area, and this text area will be inside my bottom frame. Now I will place this text area. So question area dot place method, and from x-axis I will place it at a distance of 70, and from y-axis at a distance of 10. So these are the values that I have already checked. You can use different values according to your choice. If I run now, this is how our text area looks like. Let's insert question inside this text area. In the description, I have provided you the source code. From there, you can copy the list of questions and options, and at the top here, you can paste that here like this. So if you see, this is that list. The list name is questions, and here this is a list which contains total 15 questions, and then we have this first option list where I have added corresponding first options of each questions over here, and similarly I have created another second option list where I have added all the second options for those questions, and similarly third option list and the fourth option list. So you guys can copy these lists from the source code, or you can create your own question list and the option list of your choice. So I want to insert this first question on my text area. So for that, what I will do here, I will write here object variable name question area dot insert method, and at the end I will insert questions list, and here in square brackets I'll pass the index. Since I want to add the first question, so the index of the first question is 0, so I'll pass 0 here. So this represents the first question, and this first question will be inserted onto my question area. Let's see. You can see here the first question is inserted here. Let's provide some font to this text. So here inside this text class I'll use font keyword argument, and the font style I'm going to use Arial. Size of the text will be 18, and I'll make that bold. Let's see. Now let's change the width and the height of this text area. So here width will be 34 and the height will be 2. Let's see. Now it looks like this. One more thing, here you see this word, instead of this complete word going to a new line, each character is going to a new line. So what I will do here inside this text class, I will use another keyword argument which is wrap, and here I'll provide value as word. So now the complete word will go to a new line like this. After that, let's change the text color to white and this text area color to black. So the text area color will be changed to black, and I'll change the text color, which is FG for foreground, and the text color will be white. Let's see. Now it looks like this. After that, let's remove the border. So here I will provide BD equals to 0. Let's see. So this is how it looks. So I'm going to create a label A, and I'll be using a label class to create this label, and this label will be inside my bottom frame. The text on this label will be A in capitals with colon, and then I will place it. So label A dot place method, the X value will be 60 and the Y value will be 110. Let's see. So this is how our label A looks like. Now let's change the background color to black and the text color to white, and also let's provide some font to this text. So here I'll change the background color to black and the text color will be white, and let's provide some font to the text. Style will be Arial, size will be 16, and it will be bold. Let's see. So this is how it looks now. Now let's create first option button here, and on that we will be adding first option. So here I'm going to create option button 1, and I'll be using a button class to create this button, and this button will be inside my bottom frame. Then the text on this button will be nothing but first option list, and I'll pass 0 index. So if you see here, this first option and 0 index, it means this India. So this India will be shown on that button. Now let's place this button. So option button 1 dot place method, and the X value will be 100, Y will be 100. Let's run. Right now this is how our button looks like. Now let's provide some font to this text which is written on this button, and also let's change the background color of this button to black and the text color to white. So here font will be Arial, size will be 18, and bold. After that, the background color of the button will be changed to black and the text color will be white. Let's see. Now let's set the border to 0. So here BD for border equals to 0. After that, now if I click on this button, you can see the white color. So this white color is nothing but the active background color. So let's change it to black. So active background equals to black. Let's see. Now if I click on it, you can see the active background color is changed to black, and the text color, when I'm clicking on this button, the text color is changing to black. This is known as active foreground color. So let's also change it to white. So here I'll change active foreground equals to white. Let's see. When I'm clicking on it, now the active foreground color is white and the active background color is black. Next thing, when I bring my mouse pointer on this button, it should change to hand symbol. So here I'll pass another keyword argument which is cursor, and the value will be hand 2. Let's see. So now when I'm bringing my mouse pointer on this button, it is changing to hand symbol. and right now nothing is happening because I have not added any functionality to these buttons, right? Just like we created this label A and button for first option, in the same way we have to create for all the remaining options. So I will simply copy these labels and buttons from here and I'll paste it here. So this will be, instead of label A, this one will be label B. The text here will be changed to B. Everything else will remain same. Only the placement values will change. Y value will remain same because it has to be at the same height as this label A. The X value will only change here, so it will be 330. Now this option button 1 object variable will be changed to option button 2. The text here will change to second option index 0, second option index 0. So this will represent this USA. Okay. After that, everything else will remain same here. Again, the placement from the y-axis will remain same as of this option button 1. Only the x value will change here. It will be changed to 370. Let's see. So this is how it looks. In the same way, we will create for option 3 and option 4. So I'll paste the label and the button again, and this time this will be label C. The text here will be changed to C. X value will remain same as 60, as this label C will be at a same distance as this label A from x-axis. So only Y value will change to 190. Here object variable will be changed to option button 3 and the text will be changed to third option index 0. This third option will represent this China, right? Now this option button 3 will be at 100 distance from the x-axis and the Y value will change to 180. Let's see. So this is how it looks. Similarly, for the fourth option, again I will paste the label and the button here. This time this label will be changed to label D. The text here will be changed to D. Label D from the x-axis will be placed at 330. The Y value will be changed to 190 as it has to be at the same distance as this label C from the y-axis. And then we'll change this object variable option button 4. Then this text will be changed to, instead of first option, this will be fourth option. So this fourth option index 0 represents this value Russia. Here x value will be changed to 370 and the y value will be changed to 180. Let's see. So our GUI part is ready. In the next video, we will see the functionality part. If you liked the explanation, hit the like button and let me know in the comment section if you have any suggestions. Thank you for watching.